We have mainly two type of defect. First one is the point defect. Point defect is only present at a particular location at only one point. Next one is the line defect. Line defect is shown by the entire row of the particle. But in the syllabus, we have only the point defect, not the line defect. Then types of the point defect. We have mainly three type of the point defect: stoichiometric defect, impurity defect, and non-stoichiometric defect. In the stoichiometric defect, formula does not change. In the impurity defect, as the name suggested, we are adding some impurity. And in the non-stoichiometric defect, they always changes the formula of the compound. Then first one is the stoichiometric defect. It do not change the formula of the compound. Formula of the compound remains the same. First one is the vacancy. As the name suggested, what we have the vacancy of one particle at any particular location. Due to that location, due to the missing of the particle at that particular location, density always decreases. Then number of the vacancy defect is as n is equal to n0 e raised to the power e upon rt, where n0 is the total number of particle, e is the energy to create one particle, and t is the temperature. Since the defects are the entropy driven in nature, higher is the temperature, more is the formation of the defect. More defect formation become the more spontaneous in nature. Then next we have the interstitial defect. What happens in the interstitial defect? One particle are present extra at the void location. Some particle extra present at the void location. So what happens due to that? Density increases, and it is this vacancy defect and interstitial defect, both the defect are present in the metallic crystal. Then Frankel defect and Schottky defect. Frankel defect and Schottky defect are present in the ionic crystal. What happens here? Particle absent from its original location and present at a new location. Means, look, you see, one particle is missing from the original location and it is present at a new location. So at the original location we have the vacancy defect, but at the new location we have the interstitial defects. So in the Frankel defect, the vacancy defect and interstitial defect both are present at the same time. Since particle remains the same, mass remains the same, then density is also remains the same. Density remains the same. It is given by the crystal in which we have the large difference between the cation and anion occurs in the crystal when the large difference is there between the cation and anion. Then Schottky defect. Cation and anion are not present at the respective location. Means cation is also missing, and to maintain the electrical neutrality, the respective number of ions and anions are also missing. Okay, so that is the Schottky defect. The energy required to create the Schottky defect is always more than the Frankel defect. Then ionic crystal, it occurs in the ionic crystal which here we have the higher coordination number. One Schottky defect is present in the per 10⁶ ions. Examples are the NaCl, KCl, cesium bromide and cesium chloride and AgBr. AgBr shows both Schottky defect and the Frankel defect. Now we have the impurity defect. What is the impurity defect? Suppose in the crystal of the NaCl we are adding some small amount of the SrCl2. So now lattice locations are occupied by the Cl minus and void locations are occupied by the Na positive. So at any void location of the sodium, now one Sr is there. One location is occupied by the Sr+2, but at the another location it create one deficiency. Okay, so what we have, when molten NaCl heated with the SrCl2 on the cooling, then Sr+2 occupy one location of the Na positive, at the other location vacancy is created. The number of the vacancy is always equal to number of Sr+2 added. Suppose if I add the NaCl with a small amount of the AlCl3, then in that case number of vacancy is always equal to 2 times of number of aluminum plus 3 added, because one location is occupied by the aluminum, at other two location we have the vacancy. Then non-stoichiometric defect always changes the formula. Okay, we have two type of defect, metal excess defect and metal deficiency defect. In the metal excess defect, it may be due to the anionic vacancy. What happens if NaCl heated in the vapor of the Na, then some of the Na are deposited at the crystal. Then one of the Cl minus diffuse at the surface where the new Na positive is present, and the electron lost by the Na will occupy the original location of the Cl minus. So NaCl heated in the vapors of the Na, Cl minus diffuse at the surface, electron of the Na occupy the location of the Cl minus, and that center where the electron is present, that is called the epicenter. It is responsible for the color. It always absorbs the light in the visual region, and corresponding whenever the electron from the excited state return to the ground state, it releases some energy in the visual region, and that give the color to the crystal. For example, NaCl plus Na give the yellow, LiCl with Li give the pink, and K in the KCl give the violet color. Then next we have the metal excess defect due to the extra cation present at the void. Suppose we have ZnO and we are heating the ZnO. So slowly oxygen is going outside as the oxygen. So at any particular instant we still have the some oxygen present, but since oxygen is continuously coming out, so amount of the oxygen is less and amount of the Zn is more at that particular instant. The electron lost by the here oxidation number of the oxygen is the -2 and here oxidation number is the 0. So whenever electron go outside, it always lose the 2 electron. Those 2 electron now present at the location of the oxygen minus. So in this one what we have some free electron. So due to the free electron, it also can conduct the electricity. So electron occupied the void. Then metal deficiency defect. Metal deficiency defect is generally applicable to the transition metal. Those can changes their valency, they can change their oxidation number. Then what two possibility we have? Possibility number 1, positive ion is present absent from the lattice. To maintain the electrical neutrality, electrical neutrality is maintained by the another cation by the increasing oxidation number. Look, we have a crystal in which the cation has the +1 charge and ion has the -1 charge, but suppose one cation is missing, so one positive charge is also missing. So to make the system neutral, what happens? The another cation will change the oxidation number by the +1, because system has to be the electrically neutral. Then extra anion is present. In such case, metal cation increase the oxidation number. This is the very rare. Suppose this time what happens? One extra B minus is present. So due to the one extra B negative, we have extra one negative charge. To maintain the electrical neutrality, what we do? One A positive will lose the electron. Okay, this is all about the defects.